Check this out. Give me some volume on this.
The Borobudur Temple is an uncontested marvel whose intricate architecture continues to confound scholars. Despite being one of the most important sites on Java, there is no written record of who erected it or what its intended purpose was. Because there are no inscriptions or dates on the monument, historians must make educated guesses as to when it was most likely created. The dating estimates are based purely off of architectural comparisons found elsewhere in Indonesia. Given the magnitude of the construction, it appears remarkable that no ruler or dynasty took credit for it. Borobudur is the world's biggest Buddhist temple, and yet nobody knows who built it.
I mean, there's a bunch of these things. There's a bunch of things like that. They're just like,
So,
like, who made this?
Okay, what are your thoughts on mud flood?
What's mud flood?
Mud flood theory.
Oh.
I
think that goes along with the Younger Dryas impact theory,
but
right?
mud...
Check this out, though, real quick. I want you to watch this, because this is fucking bananas.
Discovered in 1992 by a local villager who set out to empty ponds that residents said were bottomless, the Longyou Caves located in the village of Xian Beichun in Zhejiang Province, China, are a massive and majestic ancient underground world. The Longyou Caves, also known as the Shaonanhai Stone Chambers, are thought to date back to at least 2,000 years and represent one of the largest underground excavations of ancient times, as well as an ongoing mystery that has confounded scientists from every discipline that has researched them. Scientists from archaeology, architecture, engineering, and geology around the world have no understanding who or why the Longyou Caves were carved into the earth. Currently, 24 hand-carved caves encompassing a staggering 30,000 square meters have been found so far. Each grotto is carved into solid siltstone and descends roughly 30 meters down, with stone rooms, bridges, gutters, and ponds. The Longyou Caves are supported by pillars that are evenly dispersed throughout the caves, and the walls, ceiling, and stone columns are uniformly decorated with chisel marks in a pattern of parallel lines and ornate designs. Despite their magnitude and the work required to build them, no indication of their construction, or even their existence, has been discovered in archival sources. Despite the fact that the whole excavation involved about 1 million cubic meters of stone, there is no archaeological evidence explaining where that amount of stone went, nor is there evidence of the work being done. Furthermore, there isn't a single historical source that mentions them, which is extremely remarkable given the scope of the undertaking. Despite decades of analysis, the Longyou Caves mystery remains essentially unsolved.
When people, bash Hancock or try to dismiss it or debunk it, it's so frustrating to me because first of all, I think we burrowed in. We had to, whatever happened, or maybe something happened and then we were so scared it would happen again, we created, that's like an ancient survival shelter.
Well, they have them in Turkey as well. There's these giant is that where it was? Where Randall told us about?
Dude, those are crazy. Those are crazy with air ducts.
Yeah. Like the amount of resources it took to do what these people did. These were huge chambers. Carved into stone.
And the
they think that the sky was fucking raining lightning at one point.
Yeah. Pole shift. The hard drive has been fragmented from we just don't know.
But thank God they made everything out of stone. The thing about it is, whatever their technology was that existed to make the pyramids, it was different. We make everything out of metal and glass, and that shit's not going to be here in 10,000 years. It's just not going to be here. It'll all get destroyed by just Mother Nature. It'll just eventually get... I think they've done, analysis of, how much of a city will be around after 500 years of just vacancy. And after 1,000 years. Well, Detroit is a great example. You see what happens in Detroit?
Yeah.
Houses are just getting taken over by trees.
Yeah.
Trees go through the roof. They go through the floor. They're literally devouring the home. Wood's soggy. It just breaks apart.
It eats everything.
Assimilates
everything. There's this... Humans have this interesting, temporal blindness. The way time passes for us produces the illusion of solidity. And so that confuses people because they think that there's permanence here. When if we lived longer and we could see time faster, we would feel like we were in some kind of ocean of undulating matter with these voids in it that we hang out in, like little bubbles in the ocean. It shifts a little bit.
Yeah.
And everyone was like reminded, this doesn't last any more than any of that shit lasted. And I think that's very disturbing for people who've really anchored themselves in some notion of permanence here.
Yeah.
It freaks people out.
Well, I think that was a great ad for psilocybin.
Yes. Psilocybin.
That's what that was. That was an awesome ad for psilocybin.
Ozempic now has psilocybin in it, which is
That's
incredible.
better. That's better. You realize why you're fat.